Hey, yeah, and it comes from like really not understanding, I think, what a lot of coaches offer, right? It's not just the what to do, right? So, and like, it's very funny. When I was beginning to be a coach, right, both like in our mentorship program and when I was like coaching, just doing like financial coaching, right? And for me, like my coaching tends to be more to high level business owners, right? Where it's like tax consulting or how to kind of make personal budgets. So it's kind of a mixture of business and personal. But the people that I was working with were very high performers, right? So a lot of the times it was more of if you tell them to do something, they can execute on it. And it's more of like kind of helping them keep the right mindset, right? But as I started working with more of like our mentorship and like coaching for like individuals to like grow their coaching business, I started noticing that a lot of the stuff that slows people down or makes people not as effective is not that they don't know exactly what to do, it's that they can't execute on it. For example, right? So let's say I'm working with like a bookkeeper, right? Someone that basically helps people keep their books. A lot of the times they wouldn't do the consultation call with the client because they were scared, or they wouldn't say the right price even though they knew what the price was that they were supposed to say to the client, but they would get fearful or scared, right? So a lot of the stuff that we ended up doing was more internal work, like maybe fixing their money mindset, maybe fixing their relationship to money, maybe fixing their relationship to sales, right? And understanding that it was a lot more internal stuff than external. So it's like, it's almost like, yes, they can ask GPT or they can ask anybody what to do. In a lot of cases, they knew what to do, they just couldn't do it. And it wasn't that, sometimes it was a skill gap, but sometimes it was literally just a mindset gap. Like, let's say, for example, I had a client, a financial coaching client, where every single time the person got paid, he wanted to go and spend like 50% of the money that came into his personal bank account. And it's like, well, why do you feel that you need to do that? And what it really came down for him was he didn't really feel worthy of making as much money as what he did. So let's say he made like 40 grand in a month, he would spend $20,000 almost as soon as it came in on like going out to dinners or buying random people's stuff or buying like a Rolex and just giving it away and just random stuff. And like people are like, well, that's being generous. Like, yes, it's kind of being generous, but it wasn't coming from a place of like him wanting to help people. It came from more of an insecurity about not wanting to be greedy and keep the money, right? So we had to really work on that because I mean, you logically know, just don't spend $20,000 every single time you get your paycheck or whatever, right? But it's like, but it was like, I know I shouldn't be doing it, but I just do it every single time, right? Or something comes up. So it's more of the transformation you're giving people. It's not just the information or the what that you're saying, right? And that's why even like why we even have a mentorship program for financial coaches and for bookkeepers, right? It's because a lot of people kind of have the strategy, and like, I'm not saying that you have the strategy, right? You might not know how to do a consultation call. You might not know how to package your service. You might not know how to do marketing consistently, right? So I'm not saying that, but maybe if you have some of those things and it's just not quite working for you and you're not at the point you want to be at in your business, your income, or your life, right? Maybe it could be the internal stuff that you have to do. Maybe you have like negative internal talk. You have some misconception about like sales, marketing, or growing it, or just growing something. Either way, like if you want some help and you just want someone to talk to, click the link inside the description below to book a call with myself. Let's see if I can help you in our mentorship program, okay? Right? For me, like I paid a lot of money for coaching, right? My first year I paid $35,600 and some change on mentorship programs to like learn how to do coaching, how to do consulting better, how to do sales, right? And I mean, even to this date, I've spent about $150,000 on coaching to learn this stuff. So it's not just something that's automatic, right? It takes a lot to know it. It takes a lot to really do it correctly, right? Now you don't have to spend $150,000 like I did, right? Usually, I was spending a lot of those on course because I really liked it, and it would always give me more motivation to do well. But for you, you don't necessarily have to do that, right? You can do 1 to 3 programs and still be able to make 6 figures per year relatively comfortably, right? So if that's you, click the link inside the description. I'd love to see if I can help you out. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good rest of your day, okay?